Yes, South Africa, you guessed it. It is that time again. It's time to cook. Now, finding a meal that is the perfect balance of healthy and delicious can sometimes be a challenge. And with winter approaching, we have just the dish for you. We will be making a braised chickpea bowl that is healthy and packed with flavor and the perfect boost to keep your immune system in check. And the reason I love this, like I mentioned, is because of all its immune boosting properties. We are starting off here with some chickpeas that we have. These are the star of the dish. We've got some tomatoes, some sultanas, we have pine nuts, parsley, red chili, garlic, some avocado oil, and some baby spinach. So to start it off, I've got here some tomatoes that I'm going to slice up. How we're making our dish today is quite different because we're going to be using our tomatoes, and instead of just using them as they are in their fresh capacity, which is normally great, I want to add a bit of flavor to it and a touch of, additional flavor to it by roasting them in the oven. And to do that, all we're going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting up my tomatoes in half, and then once cut in half, I'm putting them onto a oven tray that's going to be basically to make them dry up. We, in essence, making somewhat of a dried tomatoes. It's just that we don't have the sun involved in this case. But anyway, we're using this to basically dry up our tomatoes and bring out as much flavor from them as well. And what this does is, because we're going to be adding some sugar to this as well, some sugar, some salt, it's going to caramelize and basically take the tomatoes to a whole other level. So all I'm doing now is I'm cutting up our baby tomatoes. You're more than welcome to use the larger tomatoes if you want. You are also able to use a different type of veg we've got the tomatoes that come in different colors as well. Those heirloom tomatoes, you can use the red, yellow, you can use the green tomatoes as well. It's completely up to you. What they will do is that they'll actually add more color to your dish, making it more vibrant. All you do now is you just layer these up, and then I'm going to start seasoning them. Just a little bit of sugar, not too much, because tomatoes already have their own additional sugars inside of them. If you were to roast these without the sugar and the salt, they would still caramelize. It's just that the sugar helps with adding that additional flavor to them. And the pepper obviously brings out those tones that you want in the tomatoes. And this is all we do. Put this into the oven, bake it at 125 degrees. The reason for that is, like we said, we're not grilling them or roasting them. We're basically just drying them out, but we're also slightly cooking them to a certain extent, but not too much. To carry on now with our dish, we've got the rest of our ingredients here. And to start it off, I'm going to switch my pan on. I've got my garlic over here and my red chili. But instead of using the typical sunflower oil, in this instance, we're going to be using avocado oil. It doesn't have too much additional flavor, but it does help with just cooking these to an extent that we like. And also, it does also have a temperature or a smoke temperature that is allowed for these kind of dishes, because it doesn't have too much of a high smoking point. I would suggest, though, that when you make dishes with this oil, try to make sure that it's dishes that don't need too long to be cooked, because you don't want to burn out the flavor from the oil. We've got some garlic, some chilies going in there, and into this, I'm also going to put my chickpeas as well. I'm going to add 1 dried chili as well as 1 whole garlic into this as well. You will take that out. This is just for additional flavor. Our chickpeas go in there to saute nicely. Some salt goes in there. I'm being quite generous with the salt because, in essence, there isn't any other element here that's going to add that saltiness to it, so just the salt. So we put the salt in there, and the only other seasoning I'm adding is just some oregano. If you'd like to, you can add another hard herb, perhaps your thyme, your rosemaries, your sages. Those would work very well in this recipe. We're just tossing this up. I'm going to increase our heat now, because what we want to do now is we want to slightly saute the rest of the ingredients in this pot. And I'm going to add the remaining ingredients for our dish here, and that is going to be our sultanas. Just a half of them. Normally what you'd want to do is you'd want to soak your sultanas, but I'm not going to be doing that now because I want that bite, when you bite into your sultana. So if you want to soak the sultanas, all you do is heat up some water, pour it over your sultanas, let them sit for about a minute or two just to soak up all that juiciness, and that helps to plump them up. And then into this dish, we go in then with our nuts, but I first need to toast up our pine nuts. I've got my heat here on high, because what we want to do is we don't want to cook them. You don't cook pine nuts. We're basically toasting them out, get a nice golden brown color on the outside, and then that adds to the nuttiness of this dish. So So as it's sauteing over here, we've got other ingredients that are going into this dish to make it even more delectable and delicious. We've got white wine, and as you know, because we're cooking it here, we're cooking out all that alcohol, so you don't have to worry about it being an alcoholic dish. You will not taste that alcohol, I promise you. And into that, we also have some veg stock. If you are perhaps wanting to omit the wine, you're more than welcome to do that. I would then suggest perhaps adding a bit more stock just to add more flavor and depth to this dish that we're making over here. All I want is to, like I mentioned with the pine nuts, we're just toasting them up and getting that nice golden brown color. And then we're going to add everything into this. You also don't want the liquid from your chickpeas to cook away. You don't want it to reduce too much because you want to use that as somewhat of a sauce. And this dish that we're making here works perfectly as a bowl, a nice warm dish. But if you are perhaps trying to replace it and maybe cook down that liquid, you could also do that and actually use this filling in a sub perhaps or something like that. That would work perfectly. And then to finish off our dish here, I've got some baby spinach. If you wanted to use Swiss chard, you are more than welcome to do that. The only difference though is that you'd cook it for longer, which means I would then suggest cook the Swiss chard separately. Once it's wilted, add it into this pot. This could also work as a soup. If you're into soups like that, you could actually work it very well as a soup, and it turns out just as well, just as delicious. Our pine nuts go in there, and I promise you, if you are to enjoy this dish as is, you're going to be more than excited, more than happy because of all the flavors that go into it. And then those tomatoes that we roasted earlier, those go in there as well. And I'm going to turn off our heat because our dish is, in essence, done. All we do now is we just toss it up with all the flavors in there, top our dish with some of our sultanas for that additional nuttiness and flavor and sweetness there, because we're not adding any additional sweetness, and some parsley to finish up your dish. And this is why I say it's important that we take the right steps to maintain a healthy and strong immune system. Immuenza helps to support a healthy immune system and keeping your body healthy and protected. Make sure to tune in next Monday where we'll be announcing this week's lucky winner of our Immuenza competition.
Help support your immune system for your next big adventure with Immuenza.